All right, let's break out the Justice Squad. They're back with us. Great criminal defense attorneys, Jeff Gold, Janet Johnson. All right. Wow, there's so much here. But let's get to the basics, all right? I mean, because everyone, okay, what's going on here? This lifestyle, bondage, discipline, S&M, Bob's Dungeon, so on, so forth. But the question, I'll start with you, Jeff, is this Mistress Rachel, is she motive for murder? He wanted to have a life with her, and he wanted his wife out of the way.
Well, it seems, first of all, that he got into this lifestyle and his wife wanted nothing to do with it. So whether it's, just this mistress or the lifestyle that he wanted, it's a little hard to say. He was a big flirt, but at the other hand, they say he couldn't get it up. So who knows about this guy? What we know is that he wanted this crazy dungeon, master-slave thing, and the wife didn't. She was out of the way, conveniently.
Wow. Okay. Janet, how do you, and again, we got to watch the boundaries here with Jeff Gold.
Yes,
that's a side note.
Well, after Jodi Arias, everything is tame.
Okay, you're right. That's a good point. And on that note, okay, let's go there, because when you get from previous testimony, Janet, that he and his wife did not have sex, the wife emasculated him, did not treat him with respect. So does that add to the prosecution's case that Bob Bashar was getting to the point where he hated his wife and wanted her dead?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that he was having a mistress. Plenty of guys have mistresses and they don't kill their wives. He did tell the mistress allegedly that he was a widow, which is not necessarily normal. Then he said he was getting divorced, and then he actually lied and said he was divorced. So he definitely has enough of a motive. It reminds me a little bit of Dial M for Murder. Here's the handyman, the money's missing. I mean, they set it up to look pretty good. So I think that there's motive for him to do it. And, quite frankly, a lot of guys who are having affairs say, my wife doesn't understand me, my wife doesn't have sex with me. I don't know if that is a motive or if that's just typical of a guy having an affair with his lover. Okay, and again, and that's a great point. People have cheated on each other for years, and everybody doesn't kill everybody over this. So, Jeff, then it goes to you. What from what the testimony you're listening to says motive? He wanted her dead. It wasn't enough. He wasn't just going to continue on with Bob's Dungeon and his mistress Rachel. He wanted a new life with this woman. Part of it could be the future, right? That he was trying to recruit some woman from Oregon to maybe be the third member of his new life.
We can always speculate. It's possible that the wife knew something that he didn't want other people to know as well. I mean, that's just pure speculation. It seems fairly clear that he had asked somebody questions about killing his wife, and then she ends up dead. So there's a good case against him, regardless of motive, which we have to remind the viewers is not something that the state has to prove. The state proves intent, meaning that you wanted her dead, not why you wanted her dead. That's something nice to have. It helps the state. It allows a jury to understand the case, but they don't need a motive.
All right.
But they kind of do, though, Jeff, don't they? I mean, they want to have something to hang their hat on so they can believe the unbelievable about a husband and a wife.
Yeah, it's helpful. As I say, every prosecutor likes to explain the whys, but every prosecutor wants the judge to make sure that he explains to a jury they don't need to prove the why, just that he did. Yeah,
and that gets you into, okay, to Janet's point, why couldn't he just continue with the alternative lifestyle behind closed doors, literally, keep his wife, had children, so on and so forth? But then again, you want to hear, well, why'd you have to kill her? Why did wife Jane have to be knocked off for you to continue on with Rachel and whoever else? All right, we're going to continue on. And by the way, for more on Bob Bashara, the mistress, the hitman, complete breakdown for you, just go to our website, hlntv.com. We're also following this, the latest with George and Shelley Zimmerman. Again, bitter, bad blood divorce going on, yet there she is with her an attorney.